Fellas, I want to share the success with you. This brother here, I've been through a lot of trials and tribulations with him. He showed up in the forum a couple of years ago. He got his first starter hoe, so to speak, and he threw me under the bus, abandoned everything, took off. She dumped him, came back. She wanted him back. He threw the teaching under the bus again. I think he did it about 2 or 3 times, and now he's here to learn. And finally, he writes, Player Supreme, I got a starter hoe. I got laid this weekend. My process in the game is getting better. I'm going to post about everything when I get the time this week. Yes, one of my boys is getting his life handled, getting his shit handled. That's a good feeling to me, fellas. He writes, yeah, bro, this shit is easy. You just have to find the women who are feeling you as a man. Genuine Shoulder says, man, like to see you come up. It's not that hard, man. One of the brothers getting props. He also wrote after that, yeah, since I stopped whacking off and looking at porn and didn't accept a woman trick bag contact, my game blew up. So let's talk for a minute about what he said here about find the women who are feeling you as a man. Not as some goober wearing a big clock or some mohawk wearing geek, but as a man. When a woman feels you as a man, she wants you between her legs, because that's where a man goes. Geeks and goobers, they stay on the sideline trying to put gas in their car. Men get between the legs. So you have to find the women who are feeling you as a man. Unfortunately, we've got this whole thing kind of flip-flopped online, and they teach the first beginners go after the drop dead, smoking hot, gorgeous, super duper, blown up, fine ass, drop dead, gorgeous chicks. And the guy looks like a nerd. Or looks like some creepy dude. A lot of creepy guys end up in this community. No offense, sorry, but a lot of creepy guys end up in this community. In fact, a lot of you guys, you don't realize that you might have that creepy vibe. So when you get around women, they feel uncomfortable. That's you. That's why you're here, to straighten yourselves out, so they can feel you as a man. So you got to learn to find the women that feel you as a man. And it looks like brothers poured in actually all this shit about cats. I hate them. But listening to that, it did occur to me that getting a cat just so I can learn to control it might be educational. Pity I've got no time for one. Actually, learning to control a cat and learn to control a woman, you don't want to. You want to go down that path, because a woman needs a harder hand. Okay, if you try, cats, you got to play with them, you got to suck up to them. You try to do that with a woman, you get played. So get your thinking back to the right side there, Captain. Anyway, finding the women that are feeling you. That means we have to open our senses. We have to not slather over, not chase after, not grovel, not sell your balls down the drain just because a female is drop dead, smoking hot, gorgeous, fucking gorgeous. That means, unfortunately, you got to turn your back on them fine ones for a minute while you're growing your balls out. And find the ones that are feeling you the way you're feeling those hot chicks, basically. The chicks that are attracted to you. And they're not going to be ugly chicks. There's going to be ugly, well, let me say, they're going to be ugly chicks, but there's going to be chicks more closer to your level of looks also. Find fucking good looking ones in that bunch. That's what I say. And if you got issues like you're creepy, you're weird, you're strange, you're a nerd, you're a geek, goober, whatever, then you might have to drop down. Because women got an anti-geek, anti-nerd, anti-goober, weirdo, creepazoid detector. And even the ones around on your own level are going to be staying away from you. But a lot of guys, they write me, hey, Supreme, I went to a club. I got no choosing. So I left. I went to another club. No choosing. Went to this other venue. No choosing. If you go to one or more places and you're not seeing choosing signals from when basically you walk in, there's no women that want to fuck you, then there is something wrong with you. It's you. So you got to fix what's wrong with you. When you fix what's wrong with you, then women will start showing up. They'll be giving you the look. They'll be wanting to fuck you. If you think that by running up in their faces when you haven't fixed yourself is going to get you laid, look at the trouble all these PUAs are having out there. All the depression they're going into because they're getting just rejected. Just flat out shot down like machine gun fire. When they hit the ground, they crash. Sorry, you got to fix you first before you go for the high flyers. So sometimes you gotta keep your plane on the ground. It's not ready to fly yet. So the brother also said he stopped whacking off and looking at porn. As I've talked about, which is my next point, when you do this, your sexual energy grows and your sexual desire grows. That communicates to women around you on a sexual level. I want to say that again because there are a lot of guys who are just fucked up stupid. Excuse my language, excuse me for being crass today, but there are some dumb asses on my channel. Okay? There are very few of them within the site. By the time they get to my site, they've been wising up. But there are some dumbasses on my channel. So I gotta say that again. But now I forgot what the fuck I said. Just kidding. No, seriously. Seriously, fellas. When you stop whacking off, it does increase your sexual energy. Women can tune in on this and they can feel it. And don't become like some creepy rapist type of energy. You don't want to channel it like that. But you want it to exist and be there. You want to channel it to get you up, to walk across, to meet the girl that is actually feeling you. Now, some guys think, oh, I'll keep this energy, and I'll go after the smoking hot ones. Because for my porn, they're all smoking hot, and that's all I want now. So I'm too stupid and immature to think that's just fake. But they think they'll channel that and talk to the smoke. No. You use it to get your ass up out of the chair and walk over to meet the girl that's on your level. So you can start there. That's how you channel that non-whacking thing. Quit whacking off. After that, let your woman take care of your sexual needs. If you need a hand job, let her do it. I don't understand hand jobs myself. Head. You're going to put your hands down there, put your mouth down there. This hand job thing it's a little strange. There's been quite a number of members on the forum that talk about getting hand jobs. That's cheap. That's a female that don't want to get too deeply involved. She ain't fully committed to the team yet. When she starts putting her mouth on it, then she's committed to the team. Right then and there. Now, some girls in my past, that's the first thing they went for. Getting the mouth down there. Get the guy, get the guy's dick up, and then begin the fucking. I like that myself. A woman that knows where to go to get this party started. But let's get back on point. And the point was, you got to stop whacking off, fellas. You really have to stop the whacking. I've stayed this for a long time, and every time I've proven to be correct, as usual. I don't just put out shit to blow smoke up your guys' asses, to talk a big game or give you some falsehoods. I put out the shit that's the truth. I don't care what some geek, some big-headed brainiac nerd, Google some shit about whacking off does something to your testosterone, increase your testosterone or some nerd-ass shit. No. Here's some real-life shit. It reduces your male energy. Period. Plus, you're also training your mind to have sexual pleasure without women there. So your subconscious mind makes sure when you have sexual pleasure, there's no women there. Do I always have to spell this easy stuff out to you guys? I think I do. Because some people are just stuck on stupid. Yeah, I did write a song about it. Well, here goes. Ah, hee, hee, hee. Some motherfuckers just stuck on stupid. Wah, 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 wah. They are. It's hard to deal with these motherfuckers sometimes, fellas. That's why my patience gets really short. Think about it. I've been dealing with these same types of personalities since the early 2000s. As I go on to my next subject. Like the cat thing. I've been dealing with the same kind of personalities, guys that start justifying themselves or whatever, don't want to listen, basically. I've been dealing with these same personalities that don't want to hear the truth since the early 2000s. This is now 2013. So 2002, what is that, 12 years? 11 years? 11 years of dealing with the same people in different names. So if I seem like I snap sometimes, you try dealing with these motherfuckers for 11 years. The same kind of personality popping up over and over and over and over and over, and it just won't fucking stop over and over and over again. Good God, are people really that stupid? Then they get feminine and thumb down your video. And I tell them that's a feminine act. And we talk about cats being feminine. See, I'm giving you guys the truth here. As this brother, SR9, finally listened to the truth and went out and did it. Now watch his life soar. Because he's going to get better. He's not going to throw us under the bus this time. You know, just suddenly disappear. And sell his balls like he did down the drain to the last chick. And simped major time. No. He knows better. He's going to see the starter hole twice a week. Say he's going to get real busy because he's going with his life, trying to get ahead in his life, start his business projects. At least he better be. So he's only got 2 days a week to give a starter hoe, and he's going to use a starter hoe to practice. To practice, damn it, to fucking practice. See, I'm getting ready to snap again. It's just trying to get this across to knuckleheads. Fucking knuckleheads. A starter hoe is for practice. You guys got to practice. If you ever played a sport besides, being gamers, you practice in real life. That's why you have practice games. That's what starter hoes are for your practice games. Those of you guys who have played a sport before, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you guys who didn't play a sport, were, in the computer labs all the time and all that stuff, understand that starter hoes are for you to practice, to learn to be comfortable around a woman, to learn to have a conversation, to learn how to give women orgasms. SR9, you better get in there and practice and give this girl the best orgasm she has ever had. Practice. Take everything I've taught you, everything that I've taught you, and use it so it becomes a skill set that you own. That you own, my brother. You better take everything that you have learned from me and make that a solid, strong skill set. Because now you got a starter hoe to practice on. So when those smoking hot chicks come around, they'll be able to feel you. Because your manhood will have grown. Your confidence in yourself will have grown. Your ability to handle, to communicate, to be around women will have grown. It'll change your entire aura. Your whole aura will change, SR9. All from getting a start. As I tell guys to do, to get a practice girl. Do they do it? Those that have risen up in their game, learning from me, they did it. That's why their game is better. They got hotter chicks now. Wordsmith, he got his starter hoe. He practiced. He had a woman take him all the way to Sedona now on vacation on her dime. And he's a white guy. Looks like Opie. A white dude looks like Opie. Met a girl. He learned. Okay? That's what goes on here. It's about the truth. And you applying the truth. What I give you, fellas. You got to use what I give you. Take it in and run with it. Do it. When I say get a starter hoe, you better get you a starter hoe. Don't go to the clubs looking for the hottest chick to suddenly start choosing you. She don't like you. I don't care if you're black, white, or whatever you are. She don't like you. If she did, she'd be up in your mug. If you were Shamar fucking Moore, don't you think she would be breaking her fucking neck to get across that club to be near you so you can see her? If you were fucking Brad Pitt or Tatum Channing, do you fucking think that blonde chick would not be across that goddamn nightclub just to spray your area with her scent? She don't like you. Get that in your head. The you of right now, though. But what about the you in the future that's got his shit handled? Because he got a starter hoe. Because he quit whacking the fuck off. I don't know about that new term, fapping. Never heard that shit. That's some new shit, but whatever you want to call it. Think about it. You gotta crawl before you can walk. You gotta walk before you can run with the big boys. If you are online, you're at the wiggly worm crawling stage. You are not going to get up and fly like an eagle. I'm not even talking about running. You're not going to fly like the big boys that take off from the run and fly through the game. You got to earn your way there, fellas. You got to earn your stripes, as this brother's going to do now. Now that he realizes his mistakes of the past. And I'm going to hold him to it. There ain't no coming back again, SR9. If you throw me under the bus again, brother, there won't be no coming back. I don't see your name. Nah, get him out. So you better stick to it this time, man. I'm serious to heart attack here. You know I like you, brother. You know I got my love for my brother here. But hey, if you're stuck on stupid and you act stupid, I can't help you. Peace.